Ladies and gentlemen, the presidential uh, ticket, the race to State House, is becoming crowded every day. The latest to join the fray is Nelson Harvey, the former Law Society of Kenya president. Yesterday also, Raila Odinga declared that ODM is going to field a candidate. I want to ask you, who is this candidate that ODM is likely to field? Is it Raila Odinga, or do you have another candidate? That's the question that we should be asking ourselves. The other paradox is that when you look at ODM is working with William Samoei Ruto. ODM is in government. It's in the heart of the government. And the big question is ODM going to oppose the government? If you look at William Samoei Ruto is one person who is working very, very closely with Raila Odinga. And none other than John Badi told Kenyans that ODM is going to support William Samoei Ruto. Then there is Gladys Wanga and other leaders who are saying also that ODM is going to field its candidates. Kwa hivyo swali ni je, is Raila going to contest? What is the game that is being played here? That is the question that I want us to address. I think one of the reasons why Raila Odinga said that ODM is going to field a candidate is because of the crowd. When you look at the crowd is anti-William Samoei Ruto. Look at the crowd. People are not willing to vote for William Samoei Ruto. And this one could motivate Raila Odinga to vie for the presidency. But the other gray area is that Raila is expected to win the chair of the African Union Commission. In fact, all indication shows that Raila Odinga has it. It is very clear now that he's going to win this position, going by the promise that has been made by various heads of state. Because after all said and done, it is the head of state and government who is going to vote for the next African Union Commission chairman. And majority of them have committed to Raila, including the Eastern Africa and the Western African nation, and very many other leaders. In fact, Raila is expected even to go to Djibouti and convince the president of Djibouti to vote for him. I think it looks like William Samoei Ruto has managed to convince these leaders to support Raila Odinga. Of course, with some intentions and objectives to be achieved through Raila's candidacy. So the fact that he'll be the African chairperson, the question that many Kenyans will be asking, how is he going to campaign? Yet the office is very, very busy. And the other thing is that they have worked with William Samoei Ruto so closely. And there is also the issue of the African Union that requires the candidate or the person, the holder of the office, to take a neutral stand. That's a question that many people are asking. But now the ground is not friendly to William Samoei Ruto. So Raila could be coming to the ground so that he can actually divide the votes. Because without Raila Odinga, those votes are likely to go to the other candidate, like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka or other candidate. And one thing is very clear, State House is very, very keen on sponsoring so many candidates to divide the votes. A house divided cannot win anything. A house united can never be defeated. History is good of rhyming. Others would say of repeating itself. But it is rhyming, because when you look at what happened in 1992, the opposition led by Matiba and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, then came Matiba, was hopelessly divided. And they got so many votes, yet they could not form the government because Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi had managed to divide them. So Raila could be playing this card together with William Samoei Ruto. Because if they cannot vote for, because I know many people in Western and Nyanza may not vote for William Samoei Ruto, but are willing to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga or another candidate. So if Raila is now the candidate, now you reduce the chances, you reduce the votes that will go to that other candidate. Like, because I know there is a fear of Matiang'i, Okia Mtata, Natebea, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and Gachagua uniting behind one candidate. There is a formation that is being crafted by Akina Gachagua, Akina Natebea, Akina Kalonzo, Akina Eugene Wamalo. And this vote, this formation, is likely to attract the votes from Nyanza. And I also want you to look very keenly that there is a formation that is coming behind Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro. Let me ask you a simple question. Would you trust Ndindi Nyoro opposing William Samoei Ruto? Would you trust? Remember, Ndindi Nyoro is the chairman of the Appropriation and Budget Committee, and there was a hype that he would be fired. And this could be very much deliberate. That he appeared to be opposing William Samoei Ruto so that he could unite with Babu Owino, and by uniting with Babu Owino, he would attract votes from the mountain such that the mountain would vote for their own. Even if Ndindi Nyoro is not going to be the presidential candidate, if he's going to be the running mate, he is likely to attract many votes from the mountain. That way, William Samoei Ruto would have denied Gashagua's permission from forming the government. Don't trust any candidate from the mountain. I can tell you. Trust any candidate from the mountain who is a running mate or a presidential candidate at your own peril. Because that candidate is likely to be planted by State House. You know, power is just a matter of planning. Power is grabbing. Power is executing. Power is doing things that are possible. It's a game of possibilities. Because if you look at Ndindi Nyoro, where they have come with William Samoei Ruto, although betrayal is a constant factor in politics, I would highly doubt a person from the mountain trying to run for the presidency or being a running mate like Ndindi Nyoro. And William Samoei Ruto is likely to do anything to retain the presidency. Because when you look at the ground, when you look at William Samoei Ruto has lost the church, has lost the middle class. William Samoei Ruto has lost the hustlers, has lost Mount Kenya votes, has lost the businessmen, has lost everything. He has been left with the Nandis only. That's the truth of the matter. Because I highly doubt even South Rift, if there are some people who are going to vote for him. So he's going to do everything and anything to ensure that he retains the presidency by sponsoring a candidate, by dividing the opposition. So the big question is Raila Amolo Odinga working with William Samoei Ruto to divide the votes? Is Raila really genuine? If he wins, it's good. If we realize that he's genuine and he's the only person who can beat William Samoei Ruto, yes, people can vote for him and have no problem with that. But if they realize that he's coming to divide the vote so that William Samoei Ruto can win, then he loses the vote. Because this country is likely to go for a runoff, the way things are going. Because you cannot tell me that that formation, every day having new candidates, every day having new people joining the race, something is cooking. Don't trust anybody who is contesting. The only person I can trust there is Matiang'i. I can trust Okia Mtata. I can trust Kalonzo. And I don't know whether you can trust him. I can also trust Babu Owino. But now, with Ndindi Nyoro, there's a big question mark. Who can you trust among the candidates who are actually declared their interests? Guys, have a blessed evening. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Those of you who have been supporting this channel, Akina Grace, Akina Truth, Akina, there are so many, Akina Mike, Akina, there are so many, I cannot even actually exhaust your name the way you have been supporting this channel. Everyone who has been supporting this channel, take it from me that I'm very, very grateful. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel, liking the video, commenting, Akina Jeff, I cannot forget to say thank you, thank you, thank you as we start a new year. Bye-bye.